week as Mike Horn and Paul Stern and What's Cooking on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Hey, and welcome to the big weekend edition of the What's Cooking program. I'm Michael Horn. That's Paul Stern.
Hey, Mike. Indeed, a big weekend edition of What's Cooking today.
Carol Evans Hammond is going to be on the show today. She wrote the book Good, Better, Best Wines. So if you want to know how to find them, Carol will tell you in her new book. And then, you Pittsburgh Steelers fans, watch out. Dave Petty, one of our greats here at CRN, Diamond Dave. He loves Pittsburgh and the Steelers, and Rashad Mendenhall is going to be here. He understands the importance of the balance of spirited competition with clean play, and he's got the champion athlete's creed to high school talent in basketball, football, lacrosse, soccer. It's all part of the ESPN Rise games. You play in those ESPN Rise games, Paul?
You know, I don't, but I'm going to find out what it's all about, as I'm sure many of our listeners will as well. We've got one of Pittsburgh's finest with us.
Then our buddy, Teresa Murphy. She is the marketing and sales coordinator for Emilo Wine Company in Napa Valley. And by the way, did you know she's getting married?
Very nice. I hope we're not making the... let's just say the announcement, the public announcement.
I don't think so. I think that's already the public announcement is out there. She's getting married this Saturday. And,
congratulations.
She's got and she's working right up until wedding day. I like that. And then Steve Evans, Steve, the movie guy, will be with us. He'll tell you all about the greatest movies coming out and even more. Don't forget on all the great shows this weekend, good stuff. Jimmy Darren is on with Robert Conrad on the PM Show Weekend Edition. We'll be talking about movies on the PM Show Weekend Edition. And also, we're going to be talking about Comic-Con, I believe, also on the What's Cooking on the show, also with Eric Hines. Going to be fun stuff there. What's going on with you, Paul, this weekend?
Oh, very good. Talking about Comic-Con. Kind of a little bit of a retraction, Mike. I think people in the chat room in jest... that you kind of piqued some of our foodies' interest. You made reference to a fictitious restaurant called Mr. Farts, and apparently some of our foodies are actually asking for a website location and an address.
Well, there is one.
Well, it's a fictitious one, nevertheless.
It is opening soon, I'm telling you right now. They had to close down for cleaning.
Oh, boy.
We'll keep you posted on that, so just remember. Good food, I'm telling you, good, and it's what they call comfort food. I have to tell you this is a true story.
You got the best.
I have a great family, and back on Uncle George's farm, back in the Midwest, Mike, my cousin, who's a great guy and a great hard worker, had like an appendix problem, and he was in the hospital and everything, and they have not released him as of yet.
Oh.
Because apparently, and I don't know if you've heard such a thing or not, and they've given him IV feeding, so I don't know how this can be possible, but until he passes gas, they will not allow him to leave the hospital. And Mike used to be a king in this particular area. I know from him being in the days of a young child, he had no problems whatsoever. But here's my problem, and this is maybe a medical issue for some doctors possibly listening. Can you pass gas with an IV feed? I'm thinking you got to put like onions, broccoli, that kind of stuff maybe in the IV mix. Yeah, liquefied, of course, because you can't put anything solid in there. But have you ever heard of such a thing?
I can't say that I have, Mike. We'll have to look at it.
They have like a guard at his door on a 24-hour watch waiting for any kind of a gaseous type of emission, and at that point, he will be released immediately. Apparently, our very own Jack Roberts didn't have that problem because he is out of the emergency room and the hospital.
And I wonder if it's
Jack not having any problem whatsoever.
Not to get ridiculous, but I wonder if it's like a similar type of a situation. Like, remember, have you ever tried to identify a leak in like an inner tube?
Yeah, you dump that in water. In this case, with my cousin Mike, you never had to dump in water. There were other identifiers, like half the room passing out.
That would be an identifier.
I guess that's a medical thing over there. So my best wishes to my cousin Mike, and may you be passing gas soon and get out of that hospital. We love you. All right, straight ahead we continue on CRN Digital Talk Radio.